Hi guys, it's Mrs. Ternitza. This is our second library lesson. We are doing it online from home because we cannot be at school with each other right now. So let's get started. So we are going to talk about reference materials, dictionaries, and thesauruses. And I am sure that you guys may have heard of these in class, and you may have heard of them in second grade, maybe even first grade. But we're going to go over them and how you can use them to help you find information and learn new things. Okay, so your learning intention is that you can improve your vocabulary by using word reference materials. And your success is that you can use a dictionary and a thesaurus to learn more about words. So these are some questions to think about while we're doing this lesson. How can I expand my vocabulary to better communicate and understand? How do we learn about words? Where can we learn more about words? Why is it important to learn new words? Why is it important to have a good vocabulary? And how can improving our vocabularies improve our ability to communicate with others? So these are some really good questions to think about while we are listening to this lesson. Okay, so here is a Brain Pop video. I love Brain Pop videos. They are very informational, very informative, give us good information about dictionary and thesauruses. So let's take a look at the difference between a dictionary and a thesaurus.
What's a 7-letter word for trip? Okay, do you know a 9-letter word for height? An 8-letter word for fight? How about a 4-letter word for an orange robot who doesn't know very much? Dear Tim and Moby, what do people use dictionaries for, and what's a thesaurus? Thanks, Angela. Hey, let's start with dictionaries. People use a dictionary for a lot of different reasons. To figure out the spelling of words, to find out where a word comes from, or to learn how a word is used. But usually you pull out a dictionary to figure out what a word means. Well, a dictionary is any list of words with their definitions. The words are listed in alphabetical order, so using a dictionary is pretty simple. To help find your way around, there are 2 guide words at the top of every page. Those tell you the first and last word on the page you're looking at. So if the word you're looking for doesn't fall between those 2 alphabetically, then you've got to keep looking. Neutron, owl, quicksand, here it is. When you find your word, you'll find a lot more than just the definition. First, you'll see dots in the middle of the word that tell you how to split the word up into its syllables or single sounds. You'll also see a bunch of funny-looking symbols that tell you how to pronounce the word, as long as you know what those symbols mean. And the entry will tell you what part of speech the word is, like N for noun or V for verb, plus how to form the plural. Robots. Finally, you get the definitions. Yeah, a lot of times there are more than one. The definitions are usually put in order of how common they are. So, the most common definition for robot is a machine that looks like a human and can be programmed to perform complicated tasks. Doesn't matter if you don't agree, that's what the dictionary says. Anyway, the least common definition is South Africa Automatic Traffic Light, informal. The italicized words tell you that calling traffic lights robots is only done in South Africa, and only when you're talking informally, like with your friends. Some dictionaries will also tell you where the words come from. Hey, it says here that robot was actually made up by a Czech playwright from a word meaning forced labor. I don't think robot is meant to be an insult. But we could check a thesaurus if you want to find a different word. Like a dictionary, a thesaurus is a list of words, but it doesn't have definitions. Instead, it'll give you the part of speech and a list of similar, related terms for every word you look up. Thesauruses are a really good way to learn new words and improve your writing. Most are ordered alphabetically, just like a dictionary, but some are arranged by theme, which can be a little tricky. For example, robot might be found in two sections, the one about labor and the one about machines. Here it is. Automaton, android, drone, drudge, computer, clone, machine, mechanical device, puppet. Yeah, I know you're not just a mechanical device. Since words in a thesaurus aren't always exact synonyms, it's a good idea to go back to your dictionary if you're unsure about something. But with a dictionary and a thesaurus, you should be able to tackle any sort of writing.
Okay, so let's take a quiz. I know you guys like to take these quizzes. Okay, let's look. If a word has several different definitions, which one will be listed first in a dictionary? The definition that the dictionary makers like the most common definition, the oldest definition, or the least common definition? What do you think? I think you're right. I think it would be the most common definition. Good job. The one that most people will use. That means it's the most common. Number 2, in what way is a thesaurus arranged differently than a dictionary? Well, a thesaurus contains entries in many different languages, and a dictionary contains entries in only one language. No, that's not true. B, a thesaurus is written in short essays about usage and syntax. A dictionary is simply a list of words. No, that's not true. Dictionary entries are arranged by parts of speech. Thesaurus entries are arranged chronologically. Nope, that's not true. A dictionary lists entries alphabetically. The listings in a thesaurus are often organized by theme. Well, they are both alphabetical, but it did say in the video that sometimes, look down here, that a thesaurus might be organized alphabetically, but also maybe by theme. All right, good job, guys. Okay. Tim's dictionary includes the etymology of the word robot and notes that it comes from a Czech word in the previous sentence. What does etymology mean? So if we're talking about etymology, and we're talking about Czech, which is another country, Czechoslovakian. So do you think etymology has to do with the definition of the word, the origin of the word, an origin meaning where it comes from, the number of syllables, or a part of speech? Well, we just talked about Czech being short for Czechoslovakian, and that is a different country in the world. So I think I would say origin, where it comes from. Good job. Okay, let's look. The guide words at the top of the dictionary page are garment and gestate. Which word would be defined on that page? Okay, so I have G-A-R. Now remember, these are the guide words at the top of the page. G-A-R and G-E-S. So it has to be able to go in between those two. Well, gamete has G-A-M. Well, G-A-R, well, M comes before R, so it's not going to be in between. Garden, G-A-R-D. Well, let's look. G-A-R-D. Here we have G-A-R-M. Okay, well, D comes before M, so it wouldn't be in between. Gelid, let's look. G-E-L. Well, I have G-A here, so we know G-E would come after it. So let's see if it would become before gestate, so it would be in the middle. G-E-L, G-E-S. Well, we know L comes before S in the alphabet, so G-E-L could be right in here in front of gestate because it also comes after G-A-R. Good job. Why are words in dictionaries broken up by dots? Let's think about that. The dots indicate breaks between syllables. The dots indicate the language the word comes from. The dots indicate what part of speech the word is. The dots hint at the word's meaning. Okay, Miss T is going to look in a dictionary really quick, and I am going to find the quickest word I can find. Satisfy. So, this is how they write satisfy in the dictionary. They have let me make sure I did this right, guys. Yep. Okay. So they have sat dot is dot phi. So why do you think they have these dots in between there? Do you think it's for the syllables? Do you think it's to tell what language it comes from? Do you think it has to do with the parts of speech? Or do you think it's the word's meaning? I think it breaks between syllables. Good job. We have sat, is, phi. So how many syllables does this word have? It has 3 syllables, and this shows you how you split it up. Okay, good job. So we are going to say that it breaks between syllables. Good job. Okay, where might you find the word candle in a thesaurus? Now remember, a thesaurus is where you can find synonyms. You can find words that mean the same. So let's see, what word down here might mean the same as candle? Under the heading light, well, candles give light. Under the heading sight, well, candles really don't have anything to do with your sight. Under the heading opera, well, candles don't really have anything to do with operas. Under the heading nouns, well, a candle, it is a noun, but we're talking about something that means the same thing. So let's try light. Excellent, because candles give light. If a dictionary definition includes the letter V at the end, what can you conclude about the word being defined? Do you think it's pronounced with a strong V sound? It includes the letter V, it has 5 syllables, or it's a verb. Remember, if the dictionary definition includes the letter V. Remember, we talked about in the dictionaries, they have the parts of speech. And remember, a V, what part of speech does the V stand for? It stands for verb. Good job. Action word. Okay, why should you use a dictionary to look up words you find in a thesaurus? Well, because words in a thesaurus are often misspelled. No, I hope not, because sometimes we do use those to help us spell words. Because thesaurus makers are often sloppy with their definitions. Because words in a thesaurus aren't always exact synonyms. Or because the dictionary will provide even more synonyms for the new word. Now, let's think about this. Because sometimes Miss T has a hard time too. Because words in a thesaurus are often misspelled. No, I don't think so. Because the thesaurus makers are often sloppy with their definition. No. Because words in a thesaurus aren't always exact synonyms. Because the dictionary will provide even more synonyms for the new word. I may get this wrong. Let me try it. Yep, Miss T was wrong. The next one I would think would be this one because words are not always exact synonyms. Good job. Okay, see, even Miss T doesn't know everything. How can you compare the functions of a dictionary and a thesaurus? Well, a thesaurus defines words. A dictionary shows you how to spell them. No, the dictionary is the one that defines the words. A thesaurus gives you alternate definitions for words. A dictionary provides the main definition. A thesaurus is a comprehensive list of words in the English language. A dictionary provides word origins. Or a thesaurus helps you find the word you're looking for, and a dictionary can help you define it. Let's try this one. Good job. So a thesaurus can help you find a word, and the dictionary can help you define it. What does it mean? Okay, the last one. How can a thesaurus help you improve your writing? It can help you spell difficult words. It can help you find more interesting words to use. It can help you define words you don't know. Or it can help you find rhyming words. Well, we're talking about a thesaurus. Remember, we're trying to find different words that are synonyms. Like for nice, you might want to find something that's a little different for your writing, so it sounds a little different. So how about it can help you find more interesting words to use? Good job. Okay, guys. Well, you guys are smart. You would have gotten 10 out of 10. Miss T just wasn't sure about that one. And like I said, Miss T doesn't know everything. All right. Good job, guys. So let's go back. We did our dictionary and our thesaurus. Okay. Now we are going to do this together. Okay. So if we go over here, Miss T has a copy up here. This is a Venn diagram, and I know a lot of you know Venn diagrams. They are graphic organizers, and I know you have used them in your classroom, and your teachers have used them. It helps organize information, helps you tell the difference between different things. And here we have dictionary and thesaurus. So let's think about it. What was the one main thing that the dictionary said it could give you? Why would you look in a dictionary? Because you want to find what? Let's think about it. Definitions. Good job. So we can put definitions. And what was the main thing that they said you could look in a thesaurus for? Well, they said we could look in a thesaurus for synonyms, and I don't know if this was mentioned, antonyms. So let's talk about this. Synonyms. Not cinnamon, but synonyms. Starts with an S. That means if you're looking for a word that means about the same thing. Antonym means opposite. So if I'm looking for a word that is opposite, I would be looking for an antonym. Good job. Let's think about some things that are the same about the dictionary and the thesaurus. Well, we know they both are in ABC order. If I remember correctly, they both have parts of speech. Okay, so these are some really important differences between these two. So if you're looking for the definition, or you could look This one, I mean, you could look in a thesaurus, but I would look more in a dictionary for how to spell a word. So the spelling of a word. So in a dictionary, we have the definitions, what it means. You can look it up to find how you spell a word. For both dictionary and thesaurus, we have ABC order. They both have parts of speech. So is it a noun? Is it a verb? Is it an adjective? Is it an adverb? In a thesaurus, you would mainly go to if you're trying to find a word that means the same, and you might want something a little different when you're doing your writing. Or if you're looking for a word that is different, then you can look up antonyms. And those are also in a thesaurus. Okay, good job, guys. All right, now we have this one down here. We have a thesaurus practice where it says, make each sentence more interesting by changing the word in parentheses. Use the thesaurus to find a synonym. Well, since I don't have a physical thesaurus here with me, what I would like to do is I would like to use the thesaurus that I have online. So I am going to go here to the thesaurus that I put up, and this is thesaurus.com. So if you don't actually have a print copy that you can use, you can always Google it. That's what's really nice about the internet. Sometimes it can help you find information pretty easily. So the first word, let's look. The first word is nice. Jane is a very nice classmate. So let's see if we can find another one. Let's see. So up here, I'm going to type in nice. I'm going to hit return. Ooh, look, there are a lot of different nice words. Cordial, ducky, fair, friendly, good, kind, lovely, okay, superior, swell, welcome, winning. Oh my goodness. There are a lot of synonyms for nice. And if you look, what part of speech is nice? I'm sorry, because I know it's a little blurry. But it says ADJ, which means that it is an adjective, okay? So it is a describing word. So instead of nice, classmate, we could use friendly. We could use a friendly classmate. We could use lovely. Let's use friendly. Okay, so Miss T is going to come over here, and we can change nice to friendly. Good job, guys. So Jane is a very friendly classmate. Okay, let's look at the second one. It is dangerous to ride a scooter without a helmet. Okay, so let's look up the word dangerous. So I'm going to come up here and I'm going to delete nice. And I am going to type in dangerous. Ooh, and if you look up here, it's also an adjective, ADJ. And we have hazardous and troubling, so it's a describing word. So those are some pretty cool words that you could replace. Sorry about that. For dangerous, hazardous, troubling, alarming, bad, critical, well, deadly, fatal, nasty, perilous, precarious, risky, serious, terrible, threatening. But we could use hazardous, because hazardous is a word that means the same as dangerous. So if we use hazardous, let's go over here, and we'll write in hazardous. So it is hazardous to ride a scooter without a helmet. So that would make it a little more interesting if you were writing that sentence. And here we have, after the rainstorm, my clothes were wet. Okay, let's go over here and take a look. All right, I am going to delete dangerous, and type in wet. We have damp and we have moist are two main synonyms, and it is an adjective. So again, it's a describing word. It describes. We also have dank, foggy, humid, misty, muggy, rainy, slippery, snowy, soaked, sodden, soggy, stormy. But I like damp or moist. So let's put moist. I like moist. Okay, so let's go over here. We will do, after the rainstorm, my clothes were moist. Or if you choose to, you could say damp. Okay, good job, guys. All right, okay, guys, now that we have done some thesaurus practice, we are going to practice using a dictionary. So if you can see on this slide, we have the dictionary. It says look up the word savor, S-A-V-O-R, in the dictionary. And here are some questions. What page is it on? What are the guide words? How many syllables does savor have? What is the part of speech? And what is the definition? Okay, Miss T has gone ahead and I have opened up my dictionary to the word savor. So here's my dictionary. And if you go all the way down here, you can see savor. Now savor, so what page is it on? So if I look up here on my pages, I have page 706. What are the guide words? Okay, my first guide word is satisfaction, because it's this word here on this page. And then if I go to my other word on top of the page, scamp. So satisfaction and scamp are my guide words. Okay, how many syllables does savor have? Okay, so let's go back down to savor. Okay, remember when you have the little dots in it, that helps you with your syllables. So you have savor. So how many syllables? 2. Well, if you look, savor can be used 2 different ways. So we have 2 parts of speech. It can be used as a noun. If you look at the N, that means noun. The taste or smell of something. So it's a person, place, or thing. So it's a thing, the taste or smell of something. Or it can be used as a verb, as an action word. To taste or smell with pleasure. Or to delight in. So some of the sentences they use. I savored every bite of my meal. So that's an action word. So they were tasting and smelling it. The team savored its victory. So they were delighting. They were happy that they were victorious. Okay. So we've talked about what page it's on. What are the guide words? How many syllables? What is the part of speech? And we also did definition. To taste or smell of something, or to taste or smell with pleasure. Okay, guys, good job. Guys. Okay, let's take a look at these words and see if these words would be on the page with the guide words foster and frame. So let's take a look. Okay. So remember, when you're looking at a dictionary, at the top you have 2 guide words. So this one we're looking for foster and we're looking at frame. Okay. So here we have FOS and FRA, and the word would need to be in between those 2 to be on the page. So let's look at fox. Okay, we have FOX. Okay, well, foster is FOS. Well, we know that X comes after S in the alphabet. So it would be after it. It would be in the middle. So good job. So fox would be on that page. Let's look at fungus. F-U-N. Well, we have F-O-S and F-R-A. Well, F-U-N is not going to be in between F-O-S and F-R-A because the U comes after the R in the alphabet. So that would not. Foul, F-O-U. Well, let's look. Here we have F-O-S and F-R. Well, this is F-O-S and F-O-U. Well, we know the U comes after the S in the alphabet, so it would be in between. Good job. Fragment. That's a good one. Let's look at that one. We have F-R-A-G. If you go up here, we have F-O-S, so we know F-R would be after it. Then we have F-R-A-M. This is F-R-A-G. Well, we know that G comes before this M in the alphabet, so it would be in between those. Good job. What about feet? Oh my goodness. F-E-E. Well, let's look. It starts with F-O. Well, F-E, E definitely comes before O in the alphabet, so it would be over here somewhere. So it wouldn't be in the middle. So feet would not be one. And let's look at fast. F-A-S-T. Okay, F-A. Well, if we go over here, we have F-O. Well, A would be way over here before the O, right? So it wouldn't be in between. So that would not be one of them either. Okay, good job, guys. That's some good practice for you to know whether words, using your ABC order skills to see if words would be on a page with certain guide words. All right, guys, good job. Okay, we are going to skip that one. Okay, let's try to do some ABC order practice. This is pretty cool. Okay, let me see what we've got here.
Have you ever wondered why we alphabetize words? Let's think about it. Here are all 26 of the letters of the alphabet in alphabetical order. Can you find the A? Easily, right? How about a harder one, like S? Still pretty easy to find, isn't it? How about M? Yep, right where it should be, between L and N. Okay, now let's scramble them up in order of my favorite letter to least favorite letter. Now find the M. Takes a little longer. Okay, how about an easy one like the A? Still kind of hard, especially when you don't know that A is my 20th favorite letter, right after Q and before X. When they're in order, especially in order that everyone knows, they're easiest to find. The same goes for words. And when you're putting whole words in order, and not just letters, you just have to take it one letter at a time. Let's try it. Just line your words up so you can see the first letter of each word in one column. And we'll start at the beginning. See any A words? Oh, there's one. Ape. Let's put it up here. Our first word. Okay, how about B words? Nope. C words? Oh, yes. Cup. So we'll put that here. Our second word. Okay. Uh-oh. Another C word. It's okay. No problem. Don't panic. Now we just have to look at the second letter. Let's line these up. C is the same, so we ignore that letter and look at the second letter. A and U. A comes first. So car is actually our second word, and cup is our third word. Okay. Next are D words. Oh, look, we have two again. We know what to do. So we'll ignore the first letter and, oh, the second letter is the same too. No problem. We'll just ignore the second letter too and try the third letter. G and T. G comes first in the alphabet, so that's our next word. Dog goes here, then dot goes right behind it. I'll bet you know what to do when the third, fourth, or fifth letters are the same now too. Okay, just one word left. And its first letter is H. And H comes after D. So it goes last, right here. And now you know the hows and whys, so all of your words can be alphabetized.
Okay, guys, good job.
Have you ever wondered?
All right, good job. So that's also more practice, and that will definitely help you learn how to do ABC order, which is very, very, very important. Okay, and especially when you're using a dictionary or a thesaurus, you want to make sure that you know how to do ABC order. Okay, excellent. All right, guys, let me do one more thing with thesaurus. Here is a brain pop video about synonyms and antonyms. So I want you to be able to get a little more information about those from a thesaurus. So let's take a look.
Ellen the elephant is very big. Right, she's large, and she's also enormous. Yep, she's massive too. You're right, she is colossal. All these words are synonyms, Moby. No, not cinnamon. Synonyms. What are synonyms? A synonym is a word that has the same or almost the same meaning as another word. I love watermelon. It's so yummy. Right, it's also tasty and delicious. Yep, this watermelon is scrumptious. These words have almost the same definitions or meanings, so they're synonyms. How can you use synonyms when you write? Well, synonyms can make your writing stronger and more interesting. Let's see. Moby's prank makes Mia mad. I can find a much better word than mad. Moby's prank makes Mia angry. No, wait. Moby's prank makes Mia furious. The word furious has a similar meaning to mad, but it's a lot stronger. The right synonym can really help get your message across. But where can you find synonyms? Whenever I write, I like to keep a thesaurus handy. That's a dictionary, Moby. It tells you words and their definitions. A thesaurus is a book that lists words and their synonyms. This thesaurus also lists antonyms. What is an antonym? An antonym is a word that has the opposite meaning of another word. Ellen the elephant is big. Mark the mouse is small. The words big and small are antonyms. I can think of tons of antonyms, like light and dark, empty and crowded, popular and unpopular, trusting and suspicious. Learning new synonyms and antonyms makes me a better writer.
Uh-oh.
It's just a tiny little miniature itty-bitty mouse.
Okay, guys, good job. All right, let's take a quiz.
Start.
I know you guys like
Start.
quiz. Okay. So let's look.
What is an antonym for late?
Remember, antonyms are opposite. So what's opposite of late?
Tomorrow.
No.
Clock.
No. And no.
Early.
Yes. If you are late, that means you're late. If you're the opposite, that means you are early. Good job. How can you write this sentence using a synonym? Moby is a smart robot. So let's see. Synonym.
How can you write this sentence using a synonym? Moby is a smart robot.
So we know synonym means the same, and we're looking for one for the word smart. So let's look.
Moby is a boring robot.
No, boring doesn't mean the same thing as smart.
Moby is a bright robot.
Maybe, but let's keep looking.
Moby is a slow robot.
No, slow does not mean the same as smart.
Moby is a speedy robot.
No, speedy. Now, slow and speedy, those are antonyms, aren't they, of each other? But let's look at this one.
Moby is a bright robot.
Now, sometimes I know the word bright might be used for something like the light is really bright, or the screen, something is really bright and might hurt your eyes or something like that. But this is smart. So this is a good learning moment too, because a lot of times some people use the word bright to talk about someone who is smart. So they might say, she is a very bright student. She does all of her work and she knows all the answers. So sometimes bright is used for smart.
Moby is a bright robot.
Okay, good job. All right. What is a thesaurus? Is it a book that gives definitions of words? No, we said that was a dictionary. A book that lists synonyms of words? Maybe. A book that lists words that rhyme? No, didn't say anything about rhyming. A book that lists important events for the year? No, but it did talk about synonyms. Remember, words that mean the same.
A book that lists synonyms of words.
Good job. Okay, why are synonyms useful when you write? They can help you use a dictionary. They can help you teach how to do something. They can help make your writing more powerful. They can make paragraphs for you. Well, synonyms aren't really going to help you with the dictionary because dictionaries give definitions, not synonyms. Teaching you how to write? No, synonyms aren't going to help teach you how to do something. Can they help make your writing more powerful? Sure, if you take one word and you find a synonym and you replace it, it might make your writing more interesting. So what about they can help make paragraphs for you? No, they're not going to do that. But they can give you more interesting words to use for your writing.
They can help make your writing more powerful.
Good job. What is an antonym for fiction? So what is the opposite of fiction?
Nonfiction.
I think so, but let's keep going.
Short story.
No.
Book.
No.
Fable.
No, because short stories and fables are actually examples of fiction, so they wouldn't be the opposite of fiction. But the opposite of fiction...
Nonfiction.
Nonfiction. Good job. Ooh, Moby's doing dance. We got all 5 out of 5. Excellent. All right, guys. Good job. All right. So we have talked about... Let's take it out of here for just a second. I'm going to go back. So we have talked about reference materials. We've talked about dictionary and thesauruses. We've talked about how they're the same, how they're different. We did some practicing with ABC order, which is really important. And we actually used a thesaurus online, which helped us to find synonyms for words, which is really good practice. We looked up a word in the dictionary and found out information about that word. And we also did some guide word practice. We decided if words that we were given, whether they would go in between the two guide words that we had. So you guys did really great today. We got a lot done, and so now you know so much more about dictionaries and thesauruses. To you after spring break with a third library lesson. And I hope everybody is okay and everybody stays well. And I will be talking to you again after spring break.